Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections Facebook Live where we're exploring 7 chakras in 7 days. And of course this, being our Thursday, being our 4th day, it's our middle day, it's the hump day, it's our heart chakra day. So today we're going to be looking at everything to do with the heart chakra and our ability to give and receive love. Now, if this is the first time you joined the Facebook Live, you're going to need a pendulum. So if you've got a pendulum nearby, quickly run and go get it and then come on back because we're going to be working with this in just a second. Now, with the heart chakra, what is the heart chakra about? Well, it's our central chakra. And our chakras are energy centers that move up and down. Well, they don't move around the body, we have them around our body. So the 7 main ones we've been exploring this week go along our spine from our base, sacral, solar plexus. Today we're doing the heart, tomorrow the throat, third eye, and crown. So what we're going to do is each day we're exploring each of these energy centers. They resonate with a different color. Hello everyone who's checking in. They resonate with a different color. They govern different aspects of our behavior, our thoughts and emotions, and also different systems of our body. So today we're doing the heart. The nice central one here is located right here in the center of our chest. So how do we work out where our heart chakra is at? You know, sometimes you hear that a chakra is open or closed, but energy doesn't open and close. It ebbs and flows. So a chakra it's not like a flower that opens and closes. It has low energy, high energy, or nice balanced energy. We want to work out where that is because we're going to use different crystals and oils depending on where you're at. And we're going to talk about the characteristics that show up as well. Okay, so get your pendulum. So we're either going to hold it like that, pinch it with our 2 fingers, or you can drape it over like that. And we're going to hold it in the hand that we write with. So for most of us, that will be our right. So Karen's saying good morning. Maybe morning where you are, Karen. It's the evening where I am. Okay, and the first question we're going to ask it, before we ask it about the heart chakra, is we're going to steady it up. I want you just to ask your pendulum, show me the energy of my heart chakra. Show me the energy of my heart chakra. And so there's a good looking person at the other end of the bar and you're kind of vibing at them, come talk to me, come buy me a drink, whatever that may be. And after a while you find your pendulum, start to get a swing on it. So whatever your pendulum's swinging at, once it kind of gets happy and it's kind of doing the same thing over and over again, that's your 50 point. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stop it, hold it in its point again. You want this arm to be nice and relaxed. Mine's up a bit tight at the moment because I'm trying to make sure it's in camera range. We're going to put our receptive hand on our heart chakra. Now, our heart chakra is not exactly where our heart is, but it's actually right in the center there. And we're going to ask it. So before that was your 50 point on a scale of 1 to 100, imagining that that's showing overactive or under it. Show me the energy of my heart chakra. Show me the energy of my heart chakra. Show me the energy of my heart chakra. And after a while you get a bit of a swing on that as well. So mine, I think, might just be pretty balanced today, which is good. I think I was underactive yesterday on the solar plexus chakra. We're pretty balanced, and so that's going to be, we're going to talk about that in a second. So if yours is swinging more than the first time you asked it a question, that's overactive, and it's swinging less, then it's underactive. So what is our heart chakra about? Our heart chakra is about love, but it's a two-way street. It's about our ability to give love as well as our ability to receive love. And so that's why sometimes you will see crystals in green and pink being used because it's that give and take. So when it's overactive, what does that look like? Basically, it can be that you give too much love to the world. You do everything for everyone without wanting anything back in return. You don't allow other things to come back to you in return. That's the kind of, it's not that you're generous, it's that you're doing everything. And it's normally in an effort to try and make people love you. If I do a lot for everyone, then maybe I'm worthwhile. You may wear your heart on your sleeve, you jump into relationships, on the second date you're already planning the wedding, different things like that. Or, that's when we give too much love, or if there's too much energy there, we can try and take too much love. We can do things, there's Ava, we can do things like, oh, if you love me, you wouldn't go out with your friends, you'd stay here tonight. You know, we try and manipulate and make people love us. Or one of my favorites you see on Facebook, you see different things like, gotta hate the world, or at the hospital again. And that's all they say. What are they waiting for? Oh, what's wrong, love? What do you want? Oh. Do you mean they're looking for people to give them love or give them that attention? So what we want to do is we want to remove some of that extra energy from that center. So what can we use for that? we can use a couple of different crystals, and we've been talking about calcites each and every day. So calcites, when you put your hand on them, they're nice and soapy and waxy. They wash away that extra energy. Wash that man right now. Sorry. So green calcite is really, really good, as is pink calcite, also known as mangano calcite. So hello everyone, thank you for your hellos. So what we want to do, you can feel the waxiness and soapiness. Green calcite, really good for an overactive heart chakra, taking some of that energy away. Now crystals that grow in squares, including fluorite, are really, really good. And so this is a bit of green fluorite. Often you see fluorite with the green and purple stripes, but this is a pure green one. And because this grows in squares, it helps to get the energy all back in nice order, and when it's a bit scattered and over the place. And so that's a really good one. Now the third one I'm going to give you today for overactive heart chakra is a bit of a rare one. It's called palisite. Now this is actually a slice of a meteorite. And this is all iron in here, and I wish I could shine light through the back of it, but the light that I normally use is my phone that I'm filming on. So let's see if I go closer, you might be able to see you can see through it. All those little yellow bits, or the dark bits, let me get a little closer, yeah, maybe you can see, is actually peridot. So peridot is all about growth, but the iron in it really helps to ground it, so it's really good at balancing and settling down that overactive heart chakra. Now, of course, we work with essential oils, because essential oils really work in harmony beautifully with crystals in the way that they impact the body within a minute. Crystals subtly start to shift the energy over a long term. Essential oils give you an instant hit. Really, really good. What are we going to use for an overactive heart chakra? We're going to use one from Australia. Tea tree or melaleuca. And I use doTERRA essential oils because they're the highest grade that I can find. The company has a lot of integrity. They come from they're grown in the country where the plant is native to. Pure therapeutic grade. I could go on for hours, and I'm probably going to put a YouTube video up in the next few days about why I choose doTERRA. So if you want to know more about that, stay tuned for the YouTube video, or just hit me up and I'm more than happy to talk to you about doTERRA. We could do a whole webinar just on that one. So tea tree or melaleuca essential oil really helps to strip away all that extra energy. Now if you think back about the essential oils we've been using over the last few days for an overactive chakra, we use grapefruit for the sacral chakra, we use lemongrass for the solar plexus, and we use tea tree for the heart. Really help to strip those real astringent kind of smells, taking away that extra energy. Now, what do we do when our heart chakra is underactive? How does that show? Well, basically, what happens is we don't feel comfortable giving love or receiving love. It can be both or one way. You know, we may believe that that we're not worthy of love. We're too fat. We're too blonde. We're too stupid. We're too ugly. We're too that kind of thing. So you limit yourself off from getting yourself into relationships because you feel unlovable. You may have just decided. You know, you hear stories like, "Oh, there's no decent partners in Perth or Australia or the world." And so it's easy just to remain single, and I'm fed up with dealing with men or women or whoever you're attracted to in that type of way as well. So you kind of limit how much love there is, kind of thing, or you cut yourself off, or you'll go for unattainable relationships or relationships that are doomed to fail. Maybe you'll fall for married people or people overseas when you know that you can't maintain that, or maybe famous people. You have a crush on famous people and you become obsessed and in love with them and not allowing yourself to have real open relationships. There's a lack of love there. Or you can just be a real tight ass with your heart. I've got that itchy nose again. If you've been watching for the last few days, I think I'm allergic to the camera because my nose only itches when we start filming. So what we want to do is we want to open it. Oh, sorry. I'm getting excited today. I forgot to give you the healing grid for the underactive heart chakra. Rewind. Okay. So what we're going to do, if you've got an overactive heart chakra, we're going to do a crystal grid. Putting some tea tree on there first would be really good, and tea tree can go neat on the skin if you're using a nice pure grade one. So your doTERRA one, straight on there. That's going to put a good base. We're then going to put our green calcite, or you could use the green fluorite over the top. Then, to remove some of the extra energy, we're going to bring in black tourmaline, and we're going to put 4 little pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, drawing away that energy from the green calcite. What I want you to do then is, if you can get some palisite, we're going to put that at the feet and at the crown, because it's very grounding, but it's also got that celestial energy. And put 2 extra pieces of green fluorite in your hands. So green calcite or green fluorite, 4 black tourmalines, green calcite in the hands, palisite there and there. That's going to be your overactive healing group. Okay, now Crystals for an underactive. Hope I haven't lost you. Have I lost you yet? I hope not. Okay, so there are lots of different great crystals you can use for an underactive heart chakra. What we want to do is we want to surge more energy in there. Now the first one that comes to mind when we think of quartzes, good old rose quartz. Now I have a bit of an issue with rose quartz. Those that have been to other workshops of mine will know that I'm always bitching and whinging about it, because when you ask people what is the crystal of love, what do they say? Rose quartz. Now there are so many beautiful pink crystals and some great green crystals and other colored crystals that can really help with love. Love is a multifaceted thing. You know, we feel different about our partner than we do our children, than we do our parents, our friends, our family, our colleagues, our pets, all those different things. And love and our relationships ebb and flow. And expecting rose quartz to do everything is a really big ask, and it's just not possible. And so using rose quartz is good in some certain times. It does put a gentle, soft love in there. So if there's been a bit of hurt, or pain in the past, you've been brokenhearted, then rose quartz can gently start to open up and allow that heart chakra to trust and love again. Now there is a green type of quartz as well, sometimes called green amethyst, but I like to call it by its real name, praesolite. Praesolite. And praesolite is a really nice green quartz, helps to put more energy into that heart chakra. Now, I've been talking about the aura quartzes, and there's a couple of aura quartzes that come in green. There is apple, and kiwi, which is slightly darker. This one gets its color from quartz bonding with nickel, and this one being bonded with chromium. But again, you've got those points, and they send extra energy, green energy, right into the heart chakra. So these can be really nice to work with when you've got an underactive heart chakra. Okay, if we want to supersize it a little bit more, then you may have heard of a crystal called moldavite. Now, maybe not the prettiest one, but a really powerful one. How was moldavite formed? A meteor crashed into the Czech Republic. And so this is a big bit of natural glass formed from a combination of earth and stardust. Really, really empowering, mighty, powerful. What it tends to do is it opens up your heart to being more grateful. It's a gratitude stone. And so it speeds up transformation, opens up opportunities for you, all different things. A really powerful one. So whereas rose quartz is gentle and soft and boring, you can use moldavite or something a bit more powerful if you want to. You can also use, I haven't got it with me at the moment, but my green opal, I really like to use that as well. Opals have a real playful type of energy about them. And so it can be a really nice one if you need to be a bit more playful with love. If you kind of got a bit more, if you become bitter because of love, green opals can be really good in that way. The final one I really like to use, and this really helps to open up the heart, not just from a one-on-one basis, but I call it more even the higher heart, really being compassionate for all mankind and everything. It's one called dioptase. Look at that sparkling beauty, isn't it stunning? Dioptase, for those playing at home. Isn't that a beautiful one? That's a really nice one to help open up the heart chakra. If you're going to use an oil, well, I encourage you to use an oil, and the best oil I've found to open up the heart chakra is ylang ylang. Ylang ylang, ylang. You know, when I smell this, it's got that real exotic, it takes me off to a foreign land somewhere, you know, where it's tropical weather and, you know, like everyone's beautiful and the wind's blowing and it's a warm day, and it's just that, you know, everything's perfect. It's that real romance. It helps to awaken the romance. It's really good as well. Ylang ylang actually helps to settle down the mind. It can help you fall asleep. It helps anxiety. It helps stress, or it helps those frigidity. And it can actually be really good for the libido as well, which is obviously has something to do with love and that connection and feeling comfortable around that. But if you're having problems sleeping, or if you tend to be a stress head, ylang ylang is really good as well. Gets you away from being so serious and that, getting back into the romance of life. Not just romance with a partner, but romance of just the beauty of life and how great life can really be. Works really well with those crystals. So, how are we going to make a nice big healing grid to open up this heart chakra? So, what we're going to do is we're going to put our green opal in the middle. We're going to surround that, going inwards with either 4 clear quartz points, or if you've got any of the aura quartzes, the green auras, you can point them in there as well. They can be really hard to find. So even if you've just got one, you can put one pointing in and 3 other clear quartzes to make that 4. What we're then going to do, we're going to put the dioptase on the higher heart. We're then going to put moldavite at the feet. And in the hands, we're going to put on another one as well. We're going to put a bit of bloodstone, which is really good for compassion. Pop that in each hand as well. And this is another one that you can use for an underactive heart chakra. Really helps you kind of understand other people's points of view. I really like that one. So if your heart chakra is balanced, do we need to use crystals and oils? Yes, we do. Why? Because when you're well, you still want to maintain your health physically, and when we're energetically well, we still want to maintain our health as well. So you can get, we've been talking about black tourmaline, but tourmaline comes in all different colours. You can get green tourmaline, pink tourmaline, and let's see if you can see this one. I think it comes right, pink and green. This is called watermelon tourmaline. Like a watermelon, it's got pink on the inside with green around the outside. And this one is really good for that balancing the love. You see with the tourmaline there, you can see the lines. And so tourmaline ebbs and flows energy backwards and forwards. So really good for keeping a balanced heart chakra. Now yesterday when I was talking about the solar plexus chakra, I introduced you to the Barralet family. A bunch of crystals that grow in a hexagon shape. And so 6 is a number of balance. Green beryl is one of our best known ones. It's emerald. And let me see if I can find a piece to show you. You can kind of see here, see how they've got this hexagonal shape? This is still growing in the stone that was found. It's quite a cool piece. But you're obviously not going to put that on the chest, but you can find tumbled emeralds quite decently. For about $10, that's a tumbled emerald. And you can use that. Beautiful for keeping the heart chakra nice and balanced. Another one is called pink petalite. A really soft one. You can actually, this is an Australian pink petalite. Really nice for that as well. So that is going to be a really nice one. It's really good for keeping partners together, especially when there's long distance relationships or one travel or different things like that. Just so a question comes through that Moldavite, yes, is very, very expensive. The reason I'm showing you some of my big pieces is because they obviously show bigger on camera and they look a bit more impressive in that way, so you can get a real idea of them. But small ones, when putting on the body, are still going to be great. The small ones still have an aura around them, and because you're putting them straight on the body, they're going to have that impact. So that's going to be fine. Yes, so Amity, what I was saying before, that's why we're using the clear quartz, because it's going to amplify the crystals we're putting on the heart chakra in that way. Okay, what other ones do I like to use for a balanced heart chakra to boost it up a bit more? Spodumene. Now spodumene, we talked about triphane yesterday. This is kunzite, the pink spodumene, and this is hiddenite, the green. And so these are really good. They help to reinforce lifelong relationships. They're also really good for helping us be less needy in relationships, less conditional or things like that. If I told you that your partner was going to be there forever and it was guaranteed, then you'd relax, you'd chill out, you wouldn't be so clingy. And this is really good for helping that and really strengthening relationships as well. The last one I wanted to introduce you to, where is it hiding? Behind the tripod. Is one of my favourite crystals, tugtapite. Now this crystal, when it comes out of the ground, it's found in Greenland, it's just black and white. But when it's exposed to the heat of the sun, or when you hold it for long enough, this pink will actually flare up from a soft pink all the way up to this bright pink that you can probably see now, all the way to a grape purple. Remember like those hypercolour t-shirts? It's like hypercolour t-shirt in a stone. And so this is very much one of big passion and keeping that passion alive. It helps to keep our heart chakra nice and balanced, because even if you can't see the pink, that love is still in there and it really helps in that way. I love working with tugtapite. Tugtupite is how you spell that one. Okay, the oil that works with that, the oil of trust. Geranium. Now I remember when I first got my order from doTERRA, I was so excited. I knew geranium was a heart chakra oil. It arrived, I got the lid off and I'm like, oh, yuck. I didn't like it at all. And normally if we hate the smell of an oil, or if we love it and like we want to drink it, that suggests that we need it in some way. And geranium really helps to heal patterns of when there's been a loss of love and trust in life. This can be as far back as parenting through to a major relationship or something like that. Yes, Kelly, just to answer your question, yes, these grids that we're talking about, laying down and putting them on yourself or putting them on another person. If you missed the start, after I finish going live, it'll reappear on my Crystal Connections page and you can watch it there as well. Okay, so that's geranium, works really well with those ones and really good for the heart chakra balancing. Stay tuned, because at the end I'm going to give you a blend of mixing all these together, which you can use in an all-round blend, and also tell you how you can get one of those blends made by me if you don't want to make your own. Okay, the empowerment grid for the heart chakra. We're going to put a big emerald, or an emerald that fits right on the heart chakra. We're going to then surround it by either pinks, greens, or watermelon tourmalines, 4 of them. We're going to put peridot in each hand. Peridot, a stone of regeneration and new beginnings, so it helps definitely bring in new opportunities in love all the time, whether it be new love, new feelings for love, new stages of love, whatever that may be. One of them in each hand. We're going to put our moldavite at our crown. Look, I'm a unicorn. Sorry. Oh dear, talking to myself, I go crazy. Palisite, we're going to put that at our feet. This is a heavy one for the heart chakra. We're going to put dioptase on the higher heart, above the other ones. We're going to put kunzite or hidnite at the shoulders, and we're going to put tugtapite in the sternum. So, working down from the top, we're going to have our moldavite up here. We're going to have our dioptase here. We're going to be doing our kunzites or our hidnites, one of each or both. Pop them there. We're going to put here in the center, we've got our emerald surrounded by the 4 tourmalines, then the tugtapite, and then at the feet we've got the palisite. I think that's all the ones. Oh, and the peridots in each hand. Now, if I'm obviously describing these and you may not be able to get them down, I am teaching a Nature Healers course. You'll see that advertised now on my Facebook page on Crystal Connections, where you're watching this, and we're going to give you diagrams and talk you through this and have question and answers so you can go through this. If you don't have all these crystals, just start bringing in the ones you do, and as you start to find more for your collection, you can pop them in, or if you feel comfortable switching some around, then feel free to do that as well. Now, a couple of other crystals that we can work with. If there's emotional issues that have been buried for a long time, malachite is going to be a really nice one. Malachite is like a friend that goes, right, deal with it today. It reaches deep in and drags rubbish out and makes you deal with it. Really nice in that way. If you need something a bit more softer, then definitely work with ocean jasper. That is more, whereas this friend's a bit of a bully, ocean jasper's like, hey, do you want to talk? Okay, I'll come back tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Okay, bye. A lot more softer and gentle, but it helps to, like the ocean, slowly washes away things or brings things to the surface. Ocean jasper really helps with that type of emotional healing. My favorite though is quantum quattro. It's 5 crystals grown together: malachite, chrysocolla, dioptase, shadowkite, all grown in a bed of smoky quartz. The stone of emotional liberation, and I talk about it a lot in my book. It's in my oracle cards, it's always in my diary. I love this one. You can watch my YouTube video about it. This is going to be the best for emotional healing if there's any severe problems with the heart chakra there. When it comes to oils, other oils that we can use is we can use marjoram. Smell time. Hey Ava, comes back again. There's marjoram. Did you like marjoram? Not really? No? What's wrong with your heart chakra? You get enough love? Sorry. Marjoram is really, really good for... it's actually dedicated to Aphrodite and her son Hymen, as well as Gaia. It's very much to do with connecting, forming closer bonds and feeling comfortable forming closer bonds. It was actually used to be part of marriage rituals and rites. So marjoram really helps to bring that comfort and feel comfortable being committed to someone in a loving and romantic way. Another one that's really good, our green citrus fruit, is good old lime. Now this one, lime, you can obviously put in water because doTERRA is a therapeutic grade, so you can drink your lime water and that will help with your heart chakra. Helps to clear away, and it also helps to open and enliven as well. By the way, you can cook with the marjoram oil as well. You can also ingest the geranium and the ylang ylang, and good on your skin as well. Options are endless with the doTERRA oils. The last one, now this you can't get from doTERRA all the time, but this is rose. So I think there's just a question about whether I sell chakra kits. The reason I don't sell chakra kits because what we're talking about is that depending on where your heart chakra is at, you need different crystals. So those generic 7 crystal kits that you get in the shops are really good 101s, but we're going beyond that now. And if you're doing the Nature Healers course, we'll go through that a lot more thoroughly. Rose oil, divine love. It's going to open up your love to the whole world. It really works well with those real high vibration crystals, the dioptase, the tugtapite, and different things like this. This smells absolutely amazing, and so that one. Now, a final one, which is a blend by doTERRA, It's called Forgive. This has got all different woods and trees and grasses in it, and I love the smell of this. I want to live where this one takes me. And this is absolutely amazing for helping you to forgive. And that's a lot of time. Resentment and judgments and all different things like that are exactly what stops us from loving. And one of the most important things as well is forgive is really good at helping you forgive yourself. And I'm sure many of you are very harsh on yourself, and forgive can really help with that as well. Now we're going to talk about animal totems as well. The animal totems that I like to work with the heart chakra, the first one is the gibbon. Now gibbons have got those big long arms, they wrap around, they're very loving in that type of way, but they also teach us about taking risks in love. You know, a gibbon swings through the trees, but before it can grab hold of the next branch, you need to let go of this one. So it's about taking risks. And so if you feel that you've lost trust and you don't want to take risks in love, and love does require risk, but it's worth the payoff, then gibbon is really, really good. Another animal I like to work with the heart chakra is turkey. And I even pair turkey with good old rose quartz. People are like, oh, that's not a very good animal for the heart chakra. The heart chakra is all lovely. But turkey teaches us what? Turkey, especially in Native American culture, is a bird of giving. It gives its body as food, and you know, in the most prominent time at Thanksgiving, the turkey is the centerpiece of that. And so turkey teaches us, when we're focusing on love, don't worry about what love you're getting, worry about what love you can give. What can you give to the world? And the more you give, you'll be rewarded threefold and even more. Not just by direct people giving you love back, but you'll feel good about when you do good things for other people. And turkey reminds you how to do that. So, to finish off for the day, I always like to finish off with my blend of oils that we can mix together, put it in a roller ball, you can rub it on, you can put it in a diffuser, however you want. We will put the graphic up later on this evening. Jonathan, who does my graphics, is still at work. He's got a real job. So he will do that later tonight, and we'll get that up before I go to bed anyway. So, what are we going to do? We're going to put 3 parts of ylang ylang in there. That's going to be my main one. So then, we're going to put 1 part of geranium, 1 part of lime, 1 part of marjoram, and 1 part of thyme. Thyme is another one that really helps like malachite to draw rubbish out of there. If you do have rose, put 2 drops or 2 parts of rose in there as well. And mix that all together, put it in the carrier oil or put it in your diffuser, and it's going to be absolutely heavenly for the heart chakra. So, some specials for you. Would you like to get some of these oils? If you would, you can get a basic kit of the tea tree, the geranium, and the ylang ylang. Tea tree for the overactive heart chakra, ylang ylang for the underactive, and geranium for the balance. And that is going to be $164. You can buy that through my website. I'll put the links up later tonight as well. Or if you become a doTERRA member, it's only $123. You save 25%. If you'd like to become a doTERRA member, let me know. Send me a PM or email me. I'll put all the details again when I put the specials up later tonight once the graphics are done. You'll have to be a little bit patient. And if you become a member, I'll actually make you one of the heart chakra rolls and pop it in the mail for you, because that's the kind of nice person I am. Now, if you want to get marjoram, $54, or members price is $40.50. If you want to add lime, really nice one. And as I said, add it to your water. That's what I've got in my water today. I'm always drinking water on these videos, aren't I? Forgot to drink today. So lime, $22.67, or if you remember, just $17, and that Forgive oil. This is absolutely amazing when you're beating yourself up and you're being too hard on yourself. It's $46, or if you remember, $34.50. Now to become a member is only $35, and we can sort it out. Then you get free training, you get free support, you get to come to free workshops that I do, free webinars, all different things, ongoing support, because I don't want you just to get oils, I want you to use your oils, and that's what I'm really passionate about. Now, my crystal offer for today, I have some tugdapite. It's very, very rare to get, but I have some beautiful tumbled stones. They are expensive, they're $77, but that's what you pay for tugdapite, with that colour changing and different things like that. So they'll be available as well, and you'll just comment sold when we put the graphic up. As I said, the graphics won't be up for a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, so please be patient, but as soon as they are, you can jump in and get them. If you've got any questions in the meantime, send a PM to Crystal Connections. However, I'm in Perth at the moment, and if you're in Perth and you're not doing anything tonight, I'm in Subiaco in about an hour and a half doing crystal reading night. Really, really something unique and fun. So I'd love you to come along to that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Been an absolute pleasure sharing about the heart chakra. Same time tomorrow, and we'll do the throat chakra. Blessings.